Well, do you know who discovered gravity? Wait, yes, that's Isaac Newton. But do you know which university did he go to? Well, it is University of Cambridge. And today, I'm reviewing this very popular UK university for which I've got tons of requests. So here it is. The University of Cambridge is the second oldest university in the English-speaking world and is founded in 1209, making it the world's fourth oldest surviving university. And in this video, I will give you an in-depth view of the university and will decode the academic, social, and financial aspects of the university with my star ratings. And then I will offer you the most important tips and strategies to get into Cambridge University. Well, these tips are especially for postgraduate students, undergraduate freshmen, for the first-time students. This knowledge and these strategies are not known to 90% of the applicants, so make sure to grab a paper and a pen and take notes, or save this video for your later reference by hitting the like button. Also, just a heads up, this might be a slightly longer video because there's so much to talk about this university, and you can navigate through the sections in this video, but I would highly recommend you to watch the entire video. Now let's look it up for University of Cambridge. Hi, I'm Shirish Gupta, and I empower people to hack their success, rise above the challenges, and confidently create an extraordinary life they deserve. The University of Cambridge, located around 60 miles north of London, traces its history back to 1209. Around 25,000 students attend the university and almost 50% each of undergraduate students and postgraduate students. The university occupies a central location within the city of Cambridge, with the students taking up significant portion, that's about 20% of the town's population, and heavily affecting the age structure. Most of the older colleges are situated nearby the city centre and River Cam. The university does not have a main campus, and its colleges and central facilities are scattered throughout the city. Cambridge is formed from a variety of institutions which include 31 colleges and over 150 academic departments, organized into 6 schools, and the university is divided into several sites where the different departments are placed. The University of Cambridge sits at the heart of one of the world's largest technology cluster, one which has created about 1,500 high-tech companies, 14 of them valued at over $1 billion, and about 2 of them at over $10 billion. The enormous growth in the number of high-tech, biotech providers of services and related firms situated near Cambridge has been termed the Cambridge phenomena, and university offers amazing employment opportunities. Well, as for the university, over 90% of the students get employment or undertake further studies 6 months following graduation, which is really very good. The most popular majors at Cambridge University include physics, mathematics, arts and humanities, biotechnology, space sciences, social sciences, biology and biochemistry, and psychology. Well, although I'm not a big fan of judging a university solely on the basis of the ranking, but still Cambridge is one of the top 1% universities in the world, according to US News, QS News, and all the major ranking services. Alright, now let's talk about our next section, talking about the right fit, starting with academic fit. Cambridge is formed from a variety of institutions which include 31 residential colleges and over 150 academic departments, faculties and other institutions organized into 6 schools. All the colleges are self-governing institutions within the university, each controlling its own membership and with its own internal structure and activities. All students are members of a college. Well, there are 6 schools: arts and humanities, biological science, clinical medicine, humanities and social sciences, physical sciences, and technology. Dozens of academic departments and other divisions constitute these schools. The academic year is divided into 3 academic terms: Michaelmas term, that is fall term, lasts from October to December; Lent term or winter term from January to March; and Easter or spring term from April to June. These terms are shorter than those of many other British universities. The academic load is rigorous. Students are also expected to prepare heavily in the 3 holidays, which are Christmas, Easter, and long vacations. Undergraduate teaching at Cambridge centers on weekly small group supervisions in the college, in group of typically 1 to 4 students. This intensive model of teaching is widely considered the jewel in the crown of an Oxbridge undergraduate education, that's Oxford and Cambridge. In addition, lectures, seminars, laboratory work, and occasionally further supervisions are provided by the central university faculties and departments. Postgraduate teaching is provided predominantly centrally. Taught and research programs such as master's and PhD degrees encompass a broad range of academic disciplines, and you will be taught by knowledgeable academics, many of whom are prominent experts and leaders in their field. Well, with over 300 postgraduate courses on offer at Cambridge, spanning about 21 types of qualifications, including taught and research opportunities across an incredibly broad range of academic disciplines, you can practically choose a course combining your subject and research interest in almost every major area of studies, which is amazing. The faculty here is definitely top class. Well, most of the professors are involved in research, but are quite accessible to students. Faculties and colleges provide the best environment to challenge and deepen your knowledge, as well as to interact with diverse groups of people. Academically, it is an environment in which you study alongside leaders in your field and are given the opportunity to develop skills that will help you pursue your goals, whatever they are. So, keeping all this thing in mind, I would like to rate Cambridge University with 5 stars on academic quality and difficulty level. 5 is the highest level. Cambridge offers all the benefits of city life: pubs and clubs, a variety of concerts, venues offering music and all taste, theatres, cinema, museum, cafes and restaurants, a thriving central market and a good range of shops. With a thriving international student population at a postgraduate level especially, and the science and business parks in the north of the city, which attracts employees from all around the country and world, the city feels lively and inclusive. Everything in Cambridge is within walking or cycling distance, and there are regular bus services crossing the city every day. It's important that all students at Cambridge are able to take full advantage of the clubs and societies on offer at university. And postgraduate students get involved in all aspects of student life beyond their academic studies. Cambridge has hundreds of student groups, clubs and societies relating to community and charity, drama, media, music, politics and so much more. However you like to spend your time, there is always something happening to keep you entertained and to meet new people, both at undergrad and postgrad level. Most undergraduate students at the University of Cambridge are guaranteed college housing for at least 3 years. Many new postgraduate students can also utilize college housing. At Cambridge, rather than choosing a hall of residence for your first year of study, you live in the college for your full duration of your course. The majority of students are guaranteed accommodation in college-owned property for 3 years, and many colleges provide the 4th year students too. Your college is where you do a lot of your studying and socializing, and each college community offers pastoral and academic support. For PG students, although many full-time postgraduate students are housed by their college either within the college grounds or in postgraduate hostels or flats, few colleges can house all their students' members. There can be a strong demand for suitable private rented accommodation in Cambridge, but the University Accommodation Services is available to offer friendly and helpful advice on housing to postgraduate students. At Cambridge, students have multiple dining options. Basic self-catering facilities are available if you want to cook for yourself, and all colleges provide dining facilities where you can buy cafeteria-style meals, as well as 3-course diners known as formal halls at a reasonable price. The colleges encourage communal dining. It's a chance to catch up with friends and meet new people. A small number of colleges require you to have a certain number of meals in the buttery or dining hall each term. There is an extensive sports scene at Cambridge to suit all ability level with more than 80 sports on offer, including team games, water sports, martial arts, racket sports and extreme sports. One of the advantages of being a college at university is how easy it is for students to get involved with sports at any level. There are college teams for novice and experts, and as well as the university teams that represent Cambridge against other university and club teams. Cambridge offers competitive academic and good social life as well. I would like to give it 4 stars out of 5 on quality of life at Cambridge. Well, now let's look at the financial fit. Cambridge falls in expensive school category, but the expenditure depends on the program. Tuition costs are higher for non-EU students and vary depending on the field of study. You can expect up to £27,000 to £60,000 in annual tuition expenses. For home students, the course fee is about £9,000 to £10,000. The housing and dining may fall to about £10,000 to £12,000 range for the most. The financial support available for international undergraduate is limited, but at Cambridge this includes Cambridge Commonwealth, European and International Trust Awards, college awards and country-specific scholarships. Few full undergraduate scholarships are also available. Every year, the University of Cambridge awards over £100 million in scholarships to new postgraduate students. So, a lot of scholarships options are available at PG level, including the very famous Gates Cambridge scholarships for postgraduate international students. And I have covered all the details about this scholarship in my World's Top 10 fully funded scholarships that you can watch by clicking the link here. Well, overall, I would like to give it 4 stars out of 5 on financial fit. Well, after exploring the fit, let's move on to the most curious section on how to get into Cambridge. Cambridge assesses every application individually, and all admission decisions are based solely on academic criteria, your ability and potential. They look for different things in different people for different courses, which means there's no blueprint for a perfect Cambridge student. But I will give you a great breakup on how to get into Cambridge. Cambridge is one of the elite colleges that are highly selective. The acceptance rate last year was about 24% overall, and mostly it ranges from 18 to 25% only. Well, now let's talk about my admission advice to get an admission to Cambridge University. The ideas I'm going to share now are not available anywhere and comes from my decade-long experience working with students for career and college admission. Well, there are certain elements Cambridge admission officers look for in every application. Cambridge is looking for students with the academic ability and potential to flourish at the university. Therefore, you should be aiming for excellent examination grades. That's really very important. Typically, A-level IB offers or subject requirements are outlined on the university course pages, and guidance on the range of other qualifications can be found in university entry requirement pages. In general, for undergraduates, at least 3 A-grade A-level qualifications relevant to your chosen undergraduate course or the equivalent in other qualifications such as getting at least 776 for higher level subjects at IB is required. This is about 90% or above in percentage format. For postgraduates, aim to get 75% or above, that is about 8 CGP or above. Cambridge is also looking for an ability to think critically and independently, an indication of your willingness to argue logically while keeping your mind open to new ideas. You also need self-discipline, motivation, commitment, and the desire and potential to go beyond what you have learned so far. So your critical thinking skills and other skills are really important. Make sure to highlight these skills in your application. Further, Cambridge is looking for students' sustainability and enthusiasm for your course. Students who really want to learn about the subject they are applied for and aren't just interested in degree at the end. Think carefully about your options and which courses and subject areas will inspire your curiosity and commitment. That's important for Cambridge. Each application at Cambridge is considered individually and holistically, using all of the following information. Academic record that I've talked about earlier in this section. School or college reference, that's LOR, your personal statement. In your personal statement, Cambridge is looking for applicants to explain your reasons for wanting to study the subject at university. Demonstrate enthusiasm for and commitment to your chosen course. Express any particular interest within the field. Outline how you have pursued your interest in the subject in your own time. Such information is often used as a basis for discussion at interview, well, if interviewed. Next, Cambridge looks for any written work submitted, performance in any written assessment. Well, just as Oxford, Cambridge also has written assessments, mostly for undergraduate admissions, and you must take the writing assessment. Next, Cambridge looks for contextual data and performance at interview. Now I want to talk about the admission process for both undergrad and postgrad students. The process of undergrad admission is to apply through UCAS application, and the deadline is about 15th of October, a year prior to your start date. One very important thing to remember for UG admissions, it is not possible to apply to both the University of Cambridge and the University of Oxford in the same year. So yes, you need to choose either Oxford or Cambridge. For applying to undergrad, it is a 6-step process. Number 1 is to choose a course and check the entry requirements on the university website. Then is to choose a college. Now you can apply to a specific college under Cambridge University or make an open application. If you're unsure, I would advise you to apply for an open application. The third step is to submit your application through UCAS. Once you submit the application, keep an eye on your email to receive the Supplementary Application Questionnaire or SAQ link. This is the information required by the university and it is not on UCAS, so keep an eye on your email. After that, you need written assessment. Most applicants are required to take a written admission assessment, either pre-interview or at interview, if interviewed. Some applicants will also be asked to submit examples of their written work. Then comes the interview. Everyone with a realistic chance of being offered a place is invited to attend an interview. And finally, to decision, which are generally due in end of January. For PG students, if you plan to study for a research degree, you should make sure that the appropriate faculty or department has the necessary expertise and resources. Some faculties ask you to identify a suitable supervisor before you submit your application. So please consult the faculty or department website first. Also, if you're looking for research funding opportunities, you must do a few things. Securing funding ahead of starting your studies is an important part of the application process. Make sure you research these early on to ensure that you can apply in time if you are not planning to self-fund. Information about funding opportunities are available on university's funding pages. There are broadly 7 steps for postgraduate admission to Cambridge. Number 1 is to select the right course. Before applying, you should thoroughly research your prospective course, including its requirements, deadlines, and course cost. Check also that you meet the entry requirement for the course you want to study. The admission process starts on 1st September, when Cambridge also update all the courses with new information for the following academic year. Second is to check the deadlines. Now, there are 2 deadlines that you need to consider: the application deadline and the funding deadline. Most deadlines are from November to February, so make sure to check the deadlines first. Third is to submit your application through the applicant's portal. Well, after that, you need your academic references, which is Cambridge will need 2 academic references to support your application. And you can submit referee details via the application portal. Your referees will then receive an automated reference request. You should ensure you have their consent before you apply. Next is to select a college. All postgraduate students are a member of a college. In your application to study at the University of Cambridge, you can indicate 2 college preferences or choose to make an open application to have a college allocated to you. Next is to apply. Once you have finished writing your application, uploaded all the required supporting documents and received references, your application is ready to be submitted and you will be asked to pay the application fee. Last step is the interview. Most departments' faculties will want to interview you if your application is accepted to the next stage in the admission process. Some scholarships and studentship will also invite shortlisted candidates for interviews. Most interviews will be conducted via video conferencing or telephone. In the end, to conclude, if you're looking for top quality education, have breadth of interest, have an ability to manage a range of differing academic tasks, okay with an intense workload, interested in research and you can work independently, Cambridge is for you. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to support my work by liking and sharing this video and also subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. Well, thank you once again and I'll be back with another amazing video for you. Till then, this is Shirish signing off. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.